Hello everyone. In this video we'll cover challenges of land alienation in tribal areas from Unit 3 of Rural Livelihood and Production Systems. Yes, land as a prime resource has been a source of problem in tribal areas because of two related reasons. First is dependency, that is tribal dependency on land, and second is improper planning from government agencies. Tribal people in India can be classified on the basis of their economic pursuit in the following ways. That is pastoralists, handicraft maker, agriculturalists, shifting hill cultivators, laborers, and business pursuit. All of these occupations involve direct or indirect dependency on the land. Land rights are changed in rule go unnoticed. Tribal are unaware or are made unaware about the rule which govern Indian land rights. The tribals do not have access to land records, not even the record of rights. This lands them to a higher probability of getting exploited by the non-tribals and in same case by the local officials also. Whenever land are given yet the pattas are not given or pattas are handed over yet the land is not shown, there is a discrepancy and democratic of scheduled areas. In some place it in a village wise and in some place in a area wise. There should be a clear village wise of scheduled area to avoid ambiguities and exploitation of tribal areas. Some of the tribal villages surrounded the scheduled area and administratively called the tribal subplan area, where the land alienation is high and has numerous pending cases. Land restoration and issuing title deeds to tribal as per Land Transfer Regulation, that is LTR Act, should be implemented immediately in all these areas. This issue has been immediately addressed since only land situated in all those villages is fall within the scheduled area enjoy the protection under LTR Act, that is Land Transfer Regulation Act. Next is land are being taken over by non-tribals while the tribal have no access to their ancestral land. In fact, endorsement department have planned to auction such land to private bidders. These developments are in continuation in third schedule and the LTR Act, and therefore such moves should be withdrawn. Non-tribal are using court stay order and even acknowledgement from the High Court to halt the restoration of land in LTR case. Step needed to be taken to ensure that the stay order do not shall be restoration processes. Next is non-tribals are taking possessions of land in scheduled area by marrying tribal women. Most often the tribal women who are legally own the land and yields become and are denied of all enjoyment and over such right by non-tribal mans. The children of non-tribal father should not be given a tribal status, as most of the tribal group in the country follow a patriarchal system of identity and ownership over property. Land alienation within tribes is a serious problem. A special protection should be provided for the local tribes by a process of categorizations of tribals, both for the purpose of preventing land alienation from the less developed tribes and for more equal distribution of land reservation and other constitutional provinces. Next is the unsatisfactory state of land record contributed a lot to the problem of land alienation. And also the tribal were never legally recognized as owner of the land which they cultivate. The second form of land alienation is reported to have taken place due to Benami transfer or bribing the local Patwari for manipulating the dates of settlement of land disputes, antedating, etc., are restored to claim the tribal lands. However, being the natural owner of the forest and adjoining land, the tribals are being deprived of their right to own them. They have been relatedly from their earlier self-reliant status to dependency ones. Coupled with the exploitation of non-tribals, the state legislation also proved determinantal to the interest. Therefore, to understand the root cause of land alienation process of tribal community, its relationship with the change in social economic structure have to understand properly. Next is another form of land alienation is related to leasing or mortgaging of the land. The land alienation with its long history of natural consequences of indebtedness which further lead to dispossession of tribal land. The poverty, land alienation, indebtedness and landlessness is working a cyclic way. Economical indebtedness is an outcome of deficient family income and social compulsion. Since study has shown the self-contained tribal among the hunters and gather their lack of concept of loan and interest, it is reasonable to believe that indebtedness is an outcome of interaction between the tribals and non-tribals. The tribals' lack of education and understanding of loan and interest in providing incentive to the non-tribal to systematically exploit them. There are various forms of land alienation. First and foremost is the manipulation of land records. The unsatisfactory state of land records contribute a lot to the problem of land alienation. The tribals were never legally recognized as owner of the land which they cultivate. Next is encroachment. This is done by the new entrant in all places where there were no proper land records. In other form of disposing of the tribe of their land, and this has been done by new entrant in all the place where there is no proper land records, bribing the local Patwari for manipulating the dates of settlement and land disputes, are restored to claim the tribal lands. Marital alliance is another form that law and grab tribal land at no cost at all. That's all about what are the challenges of land alienation in tribal areas. Thank you.